All right, I'm back. We got some Pure Project today. Looks like we got some sort of tree on a lone hill in a maybe foggy or just in the distance. You could barely make out the silhouette. Something like that. This one is called Lone Cypress Murky Double IPA. So they are not they're not conforming to the hazy IPA name. They like to call theirs murky IPAs to be cool and unique, or so they think. So Pure Project out of San Diego, California, a very well respected brewery. And this one here, I said brewery like I'm not from the Northwest. Brewery. And this one is 8.3% ABV. It looks like for optimal flavor, we recommend storing this beer cold and drinking it as close to the canning date as possible. Let's see, is a canning date made available to us? Or okay, yes it is on the bottom. Canned January 6th. You can kind of see it's a little bit askew, but we got it right there. January 6th, 2022. And today is February 15th, 2022. So that's what we're working with today. We got our IPA glass here. Let's go ahead and give it a nice pour. Very nice. All right. Smells pretty good off the can. A little bit of fruity notes coming off the top there. Not too much of a zing. Got a nice kind of bright orange color to it. Maybe leaning into the yellow territory, bright yellow. Wow, that does smell good. Okay, so continuing on with that really juicy, fruity, maybe some sort of mix of tropical fruits, passion fruits, shit like this. Very fruity, sweet nature to it. There is a little bit of citrus that cuts through that, a little bit more of a pop, and then just a little bit of bitterness that cuts through all that sweetness to make it not just sweet forward fruit. There is a little bit of bitterness there. So the overall package is pretty nice. I think I'll like this one. All right, today we are going with Big Dude Barbus, and this is Barbus Sport, and this one is actually a gel. So if you can see there, it's kind of a gel feature. Whoop, swipes right off. The cap on mine broke, so this is actually a little bit dehydrated, so the gel is actually a little bit firmer than it normally would be, but still very pliable. The scent on it is simplistic. It's a very pleasant, non-offensive type scent. Maybe a little bit mature, but it just has like a clean, fresh, maybe like manly advertised fresh deodorant or bar soap or something of the sort. It's just clean, fresh, maybe like old school aftershave-esque type scent. And I think it's pretty easy to appreciate. We're using the Lancaster Razorworks shave bowl right here to whip it up. And the brush for today is the Dark Sanctum RoninX brush handle, and on top we got an AP Shave Co. 26mm Sinbad synthetic knot. No, not Sinbad. Two-bed synthetic knot. There we go. A little bit off today. I'm on my second beer after dinner, so slippage in the vocabulary is bound to happen. We're just gonna go straight onto the face after a quick rinse. It's funny because where I smeared that little bit of soap that I demonstrated for you guys, that little bit of cream, right where I smeared that little bit of cream, just to get it off my fingertip, it was suspiciously slick right there. It was suspiciously slick. And you know what? The first time I heard that, or it might have been even the first time I've ever seen the Barbus product being used, was from my buddy Ken over at Shave 326. And he's actually the one who gave me this Barbus Sport, if memory serves. And he used that term suspiciously slick because it kind of has an ingredient list that's not in English. And so unless you're familiar with, like, I think it's out of Slovakia. Unless you're familiar with Slovakian text, might not know what the hell it's getting at. But, and I sure as hell am not familiar with Slovakian. But he used the term suspiciously slick. And after using this product myself, I found myself to agree with that quite well. Because it's like, I don't know what the hell's in there in the ingredients list, but it is suspiciously slick. I think it just fits. It's so appropriate. I don't know what's in there, but suspiciously slick indeed. Alright, and this 2-bed synthetic knot, it just feels like a teddy bear just got their hair all blown out and permed or something like that. Very, very soft, and then that teddy bear is just rolling over you. Perhaps you're on like ecstasy or something, so every soft orifice is just feeling even softer. That's what that 2-bed synthetic knot feels like. It's just like pure cloud softness rolling over you. It's awesome. All right, today we're using the Schick 24 karat gold injector from Eversharp Schick, same one that's on the poster in the back. This is an absolute beauty. You can see it shining in the light. That's what we're using today. Truly awesome razor. Looks like we have a supply injector blade in there. And the supply injector blades work just fine for me. Haven't used a Barbus in a while, so kind of nice to revisit. Good old big dude Barbus. He kind of hit the shave community out of nowhere and flooded almost everybody with an outpouring of unadulterated support. And it was just kind of cool to see him be such a part of the community. And I still see him in the comments to this day on Instagram and on YouTube. Cool guy. Definitely a bit of a language barrier going on, but it doesn't stop him from hurling drive-by compliments at people in the shaving community, with or without using his products. He just spreads the kindness, spreads support and love for the shaving hobby. And language barrier or not, it's pretty easy to like a dude like that. Pretty easy to want to support a dude like that. And so I had a recent interaction with him. And so I figured, fuck it, it's been a while. It's been a while since I used some big dude Barbus. Let's break some out. Going up on a Tuesday. With some big dude Barbus looking like toothpaste. Oh no, I didn't. Alright, enough of that. Suspiciously slick. The shit is sweet like a toothache. Alright, that is definitely enough before I go off the rails here. right. Shit's about to make the shit slide right off like a toupee. All right, that's it. That is definitely enough after all. After that last one. Okay, let's get a little bit of more moisture on the skin. First pass went absolutely flawless. The Barbus cream is super easy to whip up. I only used about an almond size, to be honest. Only used about an almond-sized dollop of cream. And then I incorporated it into a damp synthetic brush that I wrung out very, very well so that it wasn't dripping wet or anything like that. I wrung it out very well. And then I started to create a paste, and after just a few additions of water, it created a lot of volume, and it got to that sort of shiny appearance that makes you think it is hydrated appropriately. And we still got plenty here, and you can kind of get an up close look. There's a few small bubbles in the mix, but for the most part, it's a fairly densely packed lather there. It's not, I wouldn't say it has like a ton of density, but for a product like this, you might think it would be more lightweight and airy than it actually is. So I'd say it's kind of I'd say it's about medium low density, and it definitely has a medium high to high structure, but you can always paint on a thinner lather with high structure soaps and give it the appearance that it's thicker than it is. But trust me when I say it is definitely a more high structure, low density, but it still has that suspicious slickness that is really all you need to get a really good shave. And that's just jam-packed with lather. I'm not doing 3 passes, but if I was, I'd have plenty to go around. Let's take another swig. All right. Against the grain. Shaving with Schick Injectors are just so, it's just so fucking nice. Oh yeah. That nice line down the side there. I always want to kind of feel the, on the outside edge of the razor, I always want to kind of feel the beard hair being taken down. I'm not really trying to cut it back to the point where I'm actually like gaining ground on my hairline. I'm not really trying to cut it back, but I just want to feel that the day's growth or 2 days growth, whatever the case may be on a day-to-day basis, I just want to feel that I'm hitting something. So if you see me take multiple swipes, sometimes it's just me trying to get to the point where I feel something, and then I can follow up with longer strokes. Because I definitely want to make sure that I'm getting all the way up to where my previous beard line was. And I have a blemish right here. I'm going to kind of try to just tilt the razor over it to the best of my ability, because I don't really want to open that up. I want it to heal. Let me get closer up here. That beard line nice and tight. Get the rest of the neck. I usually go clear down here just because I have a few strays that creep up around the collar line there. So I just get those out of the way. But other than that, very nice shave. It looks like didn't get away without any weepers. But that is that's a-okay. Feels like there was a blemish. Very small. Almost unnoticeable, but there was a blemish. So, didn't get away scot-free, but it still was an enjoyable shave. Got that nice, kind of old school, like maybe aftershave or old school deodorant type manly, fresh scent. Really easy to enjoy. And whenever you have a cream like this, automatically good for shaves where maybe you're in a time constraint, or those shave creams in a tube like this are really good for travel shaves too. So you could just throw the tube into a dop kit, and it's a real good form factor for traveling. So it definitely has its advantages, and I like to support Big Dude Barbus, so I have no problem plugging his products. Good guy, supportive of the community, supportive of my channel, and so it's real easy to want to spread the word about Barbus. Alright, that was a good shave. Regardless if we got a weeper or two, doesn't matter. They're going to close up once I splash them with this aftershave, and then that's that. Alright. Looking good. Feeling good. We're going to get this lather off, and then we're going to move on to the aftershave splash. And I got a fair amount of Barbus Sport trapped in the beard here, which just lets me know I had a pretty good lather. The better the lather is, the more of it that ends up being held for ransom in the beard. So, moving right along, we got the Barbus Active, which is a different scent than the Barbus Sport. So Barbus Active Aftershave Lotion. And you can see right here, it's kind of in like a flask style bottle, but it's 100 milliliters of aftershave lotion. It is a alcohol aftershave, and you can see the website where you can buy some of his products on the bottom. You could also buy some of them at the Razor Company as well. Let's go ahead and, well, actually, let me give it a little one of these, give it a little shake, and then we'll twist it open. It has a restrictor, but it is not a hashtag industry standard quality restrictor, because it does have quite a large opening. So we're going to try to reduce that just a little bit by covering a portion of it with my finger, restricting it a little bit. And there we go. Restricted it to the point where the flow of the aftershave was greatly reduced. And I definitely have a bit of a tingle here, which indicates that the alcohol is stinging the surface of the freshly shaved skin. And to me, I kind of like that tingle. It's kind of old school. Gives you a, kind of lets you know that you're alive, feeling good. Alright, and the scent on this one is also fresh and clean, slightly more youthful than the scent on the Sport, but I still wouldn't call this like a modern scent. It's kind of a little bit mature, manly, fresh, clean type scent, but still easily enjoyable. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the shave. I appreciate you. Hope you have a good rest of your week, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.